want to chime in on this mo-nique boycotting Netflix ordeal. I always seem to wonder why the only time celebrities reach out to the black communities, specifically black celebrities, reach out to the black community to boycott certain places or businesses. Why do they do that when they really don't support the black community, the black people? Now, mo-nique is calling for people to boycott Netflix because she's not getting what she feels she should be getting on Netflix. And I noticed she keep comparing herself to people like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. mo-nique is not Dave Chappelle. mo-nique is not Chris Rock. Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle have been active. I've been seeing them in movies. I've been hearing comedy skits. They've been in the limelight. Not as much as they were, but you still see them. mo-nique, on the other hand, you really don't hear nothing from her. So now as time goes on, as time advances, you have a lot of new people that's coming up that don't know mo-nique. They're not familiar with mo-nique. And she feels because somebody tagged her as being a legend, she should get legend money. Just because somebody tagged her as being a legend. Now, how many times have we heard black men refer to black females as God? They made videos, countless number of videos saying the black woman's God. So does that mean she should get paid God wages on top of everyone else, although she's not qualified anymore? And what I mean by qualified anymore is mo-nique is past her time. Let me explain what I mean by that. At one time, I was strongly into tech support. I used to work for Digital Equipment Corporation until they merged with Compaq, and now they have become Hewlett Packard. At that time, I was a whiz. I was actually a hacker. Not for digital, but in my spare time, I used to hack. But as time went on, I've lost touch with the tech world. I'm still tech savvy, but not like I used to be. When we was into the DOS era where we actually was writing programs. I can't do that no more because time changed, technology changed. Everything is different now. Okay, so in order for me to become a tech support again, I have to go back to school. I have to go back to school, and I may have to take less pay because I have not been in that field for years. So I can't go and apply for a position, a tech position, and say, I have all of these years backing me as an experienced tech support rep, or whatever you call it. So I should be getting paid the top because I'm a legend. Although I've lost touch, although a lot of people don't know me anymore, okay, because people die, they pass on, they move away, whatever. But if I decide to get back into the tech field, man, it's like I have to start over again. I have to start all over again because in this modern day time, I am not experienced in the tech field. I was back then, but I'm not now. And that's how it is with mo-nique. Now, mo-nique is trying to jump on that I am black, I am woman bandwagon. And she keep mentioning guys that's been active, and how much money they're getting paid compared to what she feels she should be getting paid. To me, mo-nique is unfunny, man. I don't think mo-nique is funny. Even though she was on the Queens of Comedy, that's what black folk label her. Black folks label her as a queen of comedy. They did that because, of course, she was a black woman. So, okay, queen of comedy. She's been around a while. She's been out there. She's a legend. Black folks are labeling her a legend. White people aren't calling her a legend. Black people are calling her a legend. And even in the movies that she played, I personally, I'm just talking for myself, I personally wouldn't go to a movie starring mo-nique. If I saw the movie advertisement saying mo-nique is playing in this movie, it's not like I'm going to see the previews and say, oh, I got to go see that. That's a good movie. It's not like they put her on Netflix and I'm going to watch it. So Netflix is going according to the money that they could potentially make. And I really don't think they will do well with mo-nique. Of course, mo-nique got her fans out there, and there's people that may support her just because she's black and she's a black female and because she's crying. But they're not going to support her because she's good at doing what she do. So you can't just take a long break and then come back and expect people to know you or expect them to pay you what other people that have been working is getting paid. It doesn't work that way. And another issue I have too is with these black celebrities coming wanting black people or the black community to support them when they have agenda that's supporting their own personal agenda. It's not for black people, but it's for their own personal agenda. So they come forward and they want black people to support them when I've never heard of any black celebrity that will go to an everyday person's YouTube channel, like say Tariq Nasheed, Tommy Sotomayor, The Advice Show, me, Lovely T, or whoever. I've never seen them, and maybe they have. I haven't heard about it. I've never seen not one of them go to PayPal or Patreon and financially support them. Just to support them, just because she don't even have to like what they do, but just because they are black people. Because that's what she's saying. She feels she's being discriminated against because she is black and because she's a woman. She's using that double minority thing. So because she's black and because she's a woman, Netflix should automatically pay her what she feels she should be getting paid. But how many black people's channel have she went to and financially supported that channel just because they are black or just because they are a woman? She never did that. I guarantee you she's never done that. But yet when they fall into a situation, they want everybody, all these black women or all these women and all these black people to support them. Boycott Netflix, boycott Walmart, boycott Sam's Club, boycott Macy's, boycott, Gimbel's is not here anymore, but boycott all of these stores because they personally have something against them, so they want to bring all their fans in and say, we got power now, I'm power over you, you give me what I want, or we're not going to support you. See, that's why it's not good for the black community to, how can I put it? That's why it's not good for, let's say, black businesses not to cater to just black people. Because when you just cater to just black people because they are black, those same black people, when they disagree with you, they're going to call to boycott you because you don't agree with what they agree with. and you are against black people, so now you end up going out of business. You don't have no other supporters because you cater to only black people. And then black people will be the ones to destroy you or cause you to go out of business. That's why black businesses do not cater to black people only. All people's money matters, not just black people. Because you see, if you look in the black community at the number of black businesses there, they're not making it. They're going out of business. They're shutting down because they cannot make it on just black dollars. Because if you don't do what black people want you to do, if you don't give them stuff free or discounted, then black people will not support you. They'd rather go support others. Immigrants, illegal immigrants. Look at how many black people are fighting and protesting for illegal immigration. They've never done that to save black people that were shot down by police. They've never done anything to stop the drugs and gang violence in their own communities. Never did anything to stop the black on black violence in their own communities. But they justify it and they support it. Back to Mo-nique. Got off the topic a little bit. So to me personally, Mo-nique is unfunny. She's not funny to me. And I really don't think she's worth what she feels she's worth. Now, if Mo-nique was smart, Mo-nique, if you hear this, if you are smart, you would take that $500,000. You would take that $500,000 because now it's not just the money, but you're actually out there promoting yourself to people that don't know you, that didn't grow up knowing you. And especially because of the fact that you've been away so long. So now because you got so many people now moving to America, right? That's a whole new crowd, man. That's there's a term I want to use, but that's like a whole new, fan base. An untouched, uncharted fan base. So for you to take a $500,000 and say, okay, I'll take that loss for now. I've been away for a while, so I'll take the $500,000. Because right now, by me going on Netflix, because I watch Netflix all the time. I love Netflix, and I'm not boycotting Netflix. Right? So now you on Netflix, and you got more people that didn't know you are going to know you now. And if they feel you are funny, they will support you. And now you got a whole new fan base. But you just can't come back, man, out of the woods, out of the darkness and say, I deserve so many millions of dollars. Netflix don't want black women. Well, black females or black women have to start producing. Maybe you need to step up your game. Step up your game. And prove that you're worth the money that you say or feel that you're worth. So you can't just, want to bogart, man. You can't just come and gangster somebody's business because they don't want to bring you on. Maybe you need to step up your game. But like I said, there's a whole new fan base that you have not even touched. Uncharted fan base. And sometimes you got to take that loss, man, to build yourself up again, man. Because you've been away so long. Take that $500,000. Go on Netflix if that's what they offered you, right? And then prove that you are worth more than that. And then maybe later on down the line, you'll have some bargaining chips. You'll have something to bargain with. But right now, you don't. So you're going strictly on, they called me a legend. I've been around a long time. That don't mean nothing. That's like a military veteran that's been to war. And they've been out of war for so long. They've been out of the military for years. It's like, for example, me. Say I'm like 57 years old now. So say I decide to want to go back in the military. I'm a war vet and I have all this experience and knowledge and firearms. And do you think the military is going to take me back in? First of all, they're going to look at my age. They're going to look at my health. They're going to say, you're not as fast as you used to be. You're not no spring chicken no more. So do you think they're really going to put me out on the battlefield, man, and talk about defending this country at my age? No, I don't think they're going to do that. If I wanted to apply to the police force, in their requirements, they got an age limit. And they'll give you a break if you're in the military. So many years. But even with that break, I surpass their age requirement. So there's no way that the police force is going to give me a job being a cop. Maybe in some other states down south, but not in New York. They're going to look at my age. And they're going to say, nah. Even though I can pass their test, and even though I may be stronger than a lot of these younger dudes, they're not going to give me that. Hey, we ain't going to put you out there and you get no heart attack. No stroke. We're not going to do that. Plus, they looking at like, okay, healthcare for my age. I'm almost at retirement age. So it's just not a smart move for Netflix to bring mo-nique in there talking about, she's a legend. Going on what somebody else called her. Doesn't make sense to me. Right? So, no, I don't support mo-nique's boycott. And I think mo-nique is unfunny. And not just to mo-nique, but if these black celebrities that claim to love the black people so much to the point where you want the black people to rally around you or women to rally around you because you're not getting what you feel you need to get, let me see you go to a lot of these YouTubers and support their PayPals and their Patreons and put a little money in there. Let me see you do that. Like the politicians do. See, black people want the politicians to work for them, but they don't want to give up no money to the politicians. They just want to sit back and collect free stuff. And that's what mo-nique is doing. She wants free support just on the strength of the fact that she's a woman and because she's black. See? So I don't support the boycott. I think mo-nique is unfunny, and I think she needs to step up her game. So feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time. Oh, and let me mention this too. You don't find too many black celebrities that would even follow, say you follow mo-nique. I don't see mo-nique following a lot of black people back just because, she's entertaining. These celebrities, man, they get to the point where they don't follow. You follow them and support them. They don't follow you. But yet, when they have a cause like this, they want you to rally around and help them out. Help their cause. Help them to get richer. So that they can put their nose higher in the air at you. Right? So feedback, tell me what you think. Till next time. I'm fearless.